Sanctions and shipping law with Quadrant Legal. Introduction. Sanctions are government-imposed restrictions designed to influence the behavior of nations, companies, or individuals. For example, a country might ban the export of oil to pressure another nation politically. Shipping law plays a crucial role here, as it governs how these restrictions are enforced at sea. This intersection is vital for international commerce, where governments, shipping companies, and insurers all become stakeholders. When sanctions disrupt supply chains, the ripple effects can be seen worldwide, from delayed consumer goods to rising fuel prices. Types of sanctions. Sanctions come in many forms. Economic sanctions restrict trade, for instance, banning the sale of aircraft parts to a sanctioned country. Financial sanctions freeze assets, such as when banks block accounts linked to individuals accused of terrorism. Travel bans prevent certain leaders or business executives from entering specific countries. Sectoral sanctions target industries like energy or defense, for example, prohibiting technology exports to a nation's oil sector. Some sanctions are comprehensive, covering entire economies, while others are targeted, focusing only on specific companies or individuals. Shipping law and compliance. Shipping law ensures vessels comply with international rules. Flag states, the countries where ships are registered, must monitor their fleets. For example, a ship flying the Liberian flag must follow Liberia's maritime obligations. Classification societies, like Lloyd's Register, certify that ships meet safety standards. Insurers assess liability risks, often refusing coverage if a vessel trades with sanctioned entities. Shipowners must perform due diligence when chartering vessels, verifying that cargo and routes are lawful. Proper documentation, such as bills of lading, becomes critical evidence of compliance in case of disputes. Challenges in enforcement. Enforcing sanctions is far from straightforward. Many violators hide behind shell companies, paper entities with no real operations, to disguise ownership. Complex corporate structures make it difficult to trace who truly controls a vessel. Transshipment, where cargo is transferred between ships mid-sea, can obscure its origin. For example, oil from a sanctioned country might be mixed with other supplies before reaching port. False documentation, such as forged bills of lading, adds another layer of deception. And with thousands of ships crossing vast oceans daily, monitoring capacity remains limited, making enforcement a constant challenge. Future trends and implications. The future of sanctions enforcement is increasingly digital. Vessel tracking systems now use GPS and satellite data to monitor ship movements in real time. Artificial intelligence can detect suspicious patterns, such as ships that suddenly switch off their transponders, a common tactic to evade detection. International cooperation is tightening, with alliances like the EU and US sharing sanction enforcement data. This raises compliance costs for shipping firms, who must invest in monitoring systems and legal expertise. Financial institutions, too, face greater accountability, as banks are expected to block transactions linked to sanctioned trade, ensuring global trade remains transparent and lawful. Conclusion. In summary, sanctions and shipping law are deeply interconnected, shaping the way global trade operates. From economic restrictions and compliance obligations to the challenges of enforcement and the rise of digital monitoring, these rules influence not only governments and shipping companies but also everyday consumers. For example, a sanction on oil exports can raise fuel prices worldwide, while stricter vessel tracking ensures safer and more transparent trade. As international cooperation grows and technology advances, the shipping industry must adapt quickly to remain compliant and competitive. Understanding these dynamics is essential for anyone involved in global commerce. The information provided here is for education purpose only and does not constitute as a legal advice or solicitation. Subscribe and join our community and stay informed. Welcome aboard. Like, share, and subscribe.